Vaughn Sigmund, the business mechanic. I'm going to give you 5 hacks today on how you can quit winging it and win it more often. What am I talking about? I'm talking about hiring people. So many employers today, they just go by what they know. There's not a hiring process. I'm going to give you 5 steps to a really great and effective hiring process. 5 hacks, folks. You do these, your winning rate, your success rate is going to go way up. Here we go. Hack 1. You must have a job description prepared before you hire somebody. Not just roles, responsibilities, duties, that stuff. That's important. That's got to be in your job description. But more importantly, you need to understand what kind of individual, what kind of personality you need to hire to fit that role or responsibility. So, if you're hiring, let's say, into an accounting position, let's make sure you're finding somebody that's very detail-oriented. If you're hiring into a sales position, that you're hiring somebody that's got strong people skills, outgoing, gregarious, that can talk a good game. So it's not just roles and responsibilities. Hire the right kind of personality type. Have that in your job description as well. And maybe you have some education in there too, but at least, the very least, those 2 things, roles and responsibilities, duties, etc., and what kind of personality, what kind of person do you need to hire? Hack number 2, hire the person as a priority, not just experience. What am I talking about there? That sounds similar to the one I just talked about. It's a little different. So if you've got a very open, fun environment, you want to hire a person that's going to fit into your culture, or vice versa. If you've got a very quiet, buttoned up environment, culturally things are kind of quiet and tight, nothing wrong with that, it's your culture. You don't want to go get a huge outgoing, gregarious, loud individual. It's going to create all kinds of disturbance in your workplace. So hire the person that's going to be a great fit in your culture. Make sure you've taken that into consideration. Hack number 3, ask the right questions. Most employers that I go work with do not use an interview guide. And when I say an interview guide, that's a set of questions that are behavioral based, not just experience based, but behavioral based, that they use the same questions on almost every single candidate. Why do you do that? One's a legal one. It keeps you out of court. But 2, that way you're comparing each new potential new hire to every other new hire. And as you build experience with this, you're going to be able to understand how people respond to these behavioral-based questions and what behaviors for you make them successful. Score them. In fact, you can go to my website, vsigmund.com. That's V as in the letter V, S as in Sam, I-G-M-O-N, vsigmund.com. Give you a free interview guide that I've used for years. It works like a charm. Start using it. It's scored. That's really important too. Make sure you're keeping score on these individuals. That helps you remember how well they performed if you're interviewing over a longer period of time. Or if you're going back to your pool later on, how they scored at that point. So use an interview guide and use only behavioral-based questions. Well, not only, primarily. You want to talk about their background. You want to go through their resume or their application, understand what they've done, what they used to do. But more importantly, you're hiring a human, not just experience. Hack number 4. Always use more than one person to interview. Not just yourself, not just one hiring manager. A minimum of 2 people should hire every candidate that's coming into your organization. It's critical. Why? Different opinions, different viewpoints. You know, if you can get 3 or 4 people, which sounds crazy, You can even include another employee in the company that maybe works in the same department or performs that same task or duty. Use one of them to interview a potential candidate. What better opinion can you get? I'm a very outgoing, gregarious person. I have a high level of trust that's got me in a little bit of trouble in my hiring background, and that I'm optimistic. I see the best in everything. I learned through the years that I needed to make sure that I had somebody that was very different from me, especially if I was making a key hiring decision. I wanted somebody that was a little less trusting, a little more suspicious of someone, would ask different or would interpret questions differently than me, and that way I've got balanced feedback. A very subjective view that is very different from what I would perceive from that person. So always more than one person. Hack number 5. Once you've got somebody hired, congratulations. Once you've got somebody hired, make sure you've got a great onboarding program. And when I say onboarding, that is a set list of steps, starting from even before they begin work, having their tools, materials, supplies, their schedule, everybody that needs to be talking with this person, aware that this person's coming into your organization. Again, you got to start before they even begin their first day. Take them to lunch, introduce them around, give them the HR manual, the rules, when they're going to get paid, the type of culture they need to be fitting into, introduce them to the managers and the key executives, the other employees in the company. Schedule out lunches with this individual over the first few weeks, so that, especially lunches with your very best employees, that way you're starting to ingrain them into your culture properly. Those are your 5 hacks. Use them. You can quit winging it and start winning it way more often. Vaughn Sigmund, the business mechanic. Visit my website, vsigmund.com. V as in Victor, S as in Sam, I-G-M-O-N. Hope you got some.